it's really important. You can't be filling other people's cup when you got nothing on your own cup, and you can't be loving Persian rice. Hi better than girls, hi YouTube fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today's video is going to be a life update. It's been a while, and I know I promised you a life update after the vlog I just uploaded. So yeah, this is it. Nothing major. This is today's look. I feel so cute. I don't know about the video quality because it's currently 5 p.m. and it's a little bit darker on my room, but then it's not bad. Like, we could do it because I don't know when am I gonna be this cute. Maybe tomorrow. If this life update doesn't go well, I'll just have to restart it and film another one tomorrow, because I'm planning on looking cute also tomorrow. Like, you know, just a little something. And do you like my hair? I also want to do a curly hair routine because a lot of people have been asking me about, like, how do I get like my curls popping. Naturally I have curly hair, but then, you know, you have to just work something out with your curls to make them pop, to make them look nice. Yeah, the edges were slick in the morning, but now they just fell down. Like, that's the end of the day. Everything just like likes to loosen up. But anyway, let me just get straight to the point. As you see, I'm at a new place. I moved. This is my second move this year because I didn't really much, like, I didn't vlog much when I was still living at the previous place. It was nice. I had my, like, it was a two-story townhouse, and then I had my little Cinderella window. I was just popping on the video on the screen here. It was very nice, like, but then too very far for the commitments that I have. And never mind the one nail. This is the stubborn, like, the thumb has the stubborn nails. This is my last month nails, but then anyway, that's not the point. So yeah, I recently moved to this place. It is nice and peaceful, and it's all about the good vibes. 10-10. 10-10, you know what I mean, mate? Yeah. So what else? What else is new? Oh yeah, also this year from last year, but then the reason why I didn't vlog is this year I started vlogging later, getting back into my content. It's like, it was a lot. Last year was hectic, especially December. From November to December, like, I had to deal with a huge change, like a huge shift. That meant, like, switching locations. I'm no longer in Centurion, I'm in Johannesburg. So yeah, I was just dealing with a lot. Even this year I was not in the mood to just vlog. I was just like, it wasn't on the schedule or something like that. And recently, I was just like praying. I was like, okay, can I get like my creative spirits back and my vlogging ideas? If you're a creative and you are a creator or in all type of ways, if you're a musician and artist, and, like, you know what I mean. Like, I was experiencing a creators block, yeah. So I wasn't feeling creative, and I also didn't want to really like I know I'm trans, but then I didn't want always like my channel to be based on trans things always. Like, it was getting too boring for me. It was getting stale for me. I needed like a new direction. I was just brainstorming, like, which direction should I take this channel, like, even the story times. Yeah, I love telling story times, like, they are good, but then I'm not gonna go out of my way to tell story time that later reflects on who I am, and just like, some other story time, some other things I just better left unsaid, not to be exposed in public and stuff like that. You just have to carry your dignity and not do anything for the likes, and just like, put anything out there for your channel and risk your dignity and self-respect. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not about that. But yeah, anyway, but now I'm back. I found my creative spark again. Yeah, and Let me see. Also, the dating world, my dating world is not existent. Like, it doesn't exist at all. Like, also when it comes to friendships, I've learned a lot. You know, I've had a lot of revelations. In the past year, I lost a lot of friends. I gained new friends. I saw loyalty. I experienced disloyal people. Like, it was a lot, but then, like, we came out stronger. Like, it was a lot. And also navigating 20 somethings. Navigating the 20 something, the adulting life is not for the weak, y'all. It's not for the weak. I can testify when it comes to that. But anyway, friendship wise, I've just learned to know what I want and have standards and what type of people I want around me. Like, are they growing me? Like, are they making me grow at some other points? Are they honest with me? I just, when I'm looking for friends, I'm looking for family. Or I don't play when it comes to that. Like, I'm looking for something long term. I don't have time for, like, 2 minutes friendships or situationships like that. Like, I want a sister or a brother that's gonna be sticking around long term, that will be seeing me raise my kids and stuff like that. So, and I don't play, I don't compromise. Once you mess up, you mess up. And if you're not able to take accountability for that, for me, it's just like, okay, if you're not willing to talk about it and take accountability. I know it takes two, but then in some other situations, you can't just go out of your way to disrespect somebody, especially when it comes to who they are. If you are a real friend, you wouldn't even go that far if you say you are my friend and stuff like that. So yeah, we experience that, and we just had to stick to our boundaries. And, like, as I told you, I have a high standard when it comes to that. Also, when it comes to love, oh my goodness, the dating pool is very dirty, very dirty. Like, it's not for me. Like, these days people don't want to date. They just want to mess around. They just want to play. They just want to, sneaky link, do all those vibes. Like, and look at me. I'm a 10-10. Like, I'm a 10-10. I ain't got the time to play or waste. Okay? You just have to really take care of yourself, especially in this generation. Like, people are all about the hookups, the situationships, the toxic niggas. Like, it's a lot. But that is not for me. That's not the type of things that I want for myself. Like, the more that you settle and stick around for BS, the lower your standards, like the lower your standards gets, and the more you adjust your standards just to accommodate certain people, even disrespect. Like, when you're out of the situation, you're just reflecting and say, how did I get here? Like, girl, that was disrespectful, but why did I just condone it? And just like, okay, just settling. Baby, it's 2025. We don't settle. Even in 2024, we didn't settle, but we kind of settle a little bit, but then, like, we don't settle at all. So yeah, man, I'm just working on self-respect and like, loving myself more, to choose myself, and, being comfortable in the uncomfortable, you know, because, like, also, like, learning to be okay with yourself and not leaning too much on being codependent on friends and stuff like that. It's okay to be dependent on your friends. It's not a bad thing, but then sometimes you must just hold your own and be able to just go out for a drink or something alone, and not be so codependent, or not even go outside because your friend is not around, or just because somebody is like, you need to also learn how to navigate this whole thing, this whole life 20 something thing. Yeah, so you just have to wear your big girl panties and, yeah, grow up and glow up and take care of yourself. And, I mean, also just focusing on my skincare, my body, exercising, um, managing my, like, navigating through finances, relationships, I can say right now, I'm not looking like I am really good, like when it comes to that. Because I think I was spiraling around. I was just talking about the dating pool. The dating pool is dirty, child. We don't have time for that, especially when you are part of the community. Like, as for the trans folks, it's just like it's very hard. People have fantasies. People have, like, I will still till this day talk about that. Like, people have their own like fantasies they wanna fulfill with you, and I'm not sticking around. Like, I know as much as it is nice to feel a little bit of acceptance and a little bit of love, but then you just have to have your own standards and love yourself enough to just say no and not settle for a DL nigga or settle for a sneak link or settle for such things. Like, you're just ruining yourself. Like, your person could be waiting out there, but by the time they will have to pick up the pieces that you went through, the situations you should have been gone through, but then you just like wanted to taste the waters, test, and just ruin yourself instead of just keeping yourself at a top tier quality and being that girl, like having your like standards. Like people don't believe these days that if you just wait for the right person, they'll be like, oh God, time is running, people are dating. You see the love couples, like the goals on TikTok, on Instagram, and you also want to recreate that in the wrong way with settling, and that's not me. I'm not willing to settle. That's it. And yeah, be focusing on goals, achieving like the things that we want in life. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Like, just focusing on myself, like filling my cup first before I pour onto anyone's cup. Because it's really important. You can't be filling other people's cup when you got nothing on your own cup. And you can't be loving on all these people when you don't really know how to love yourself, child. Word. So yeah, that's a little life update. I was just rambling around. This is just all over. This is the last minute life update. And what else? And also, like this year, I'm focusing on family. Like when you have your family at your corner and have like support system, it's just like you feel like you can do anything. Like it feels so nice. And also having a relationship with God is important, y'all. It is important. Like just pursue it because it's good for you. And yeah, because I know, like, if I have my family, I don't need anybody else. But then, like, what this year showed me is that, like, also true friends exist. Like, loyal people exist out there in the world. Like, you know yourself. I'm talking about my girl. Like, it showed me, like, what is true friendship. What, like, you shouldn't settle for this gossiping people, like having the wrong circle. That's why I'm just like, rearranging my circle to be small and filled with positive people who will just like be good advisors. Not we cannot only talk about like, dating and all of that. We should be talking about goals, we should be talking about careers, we should be talking like, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, in your 20s, you should enjoy your 20s and stuff like that. When you get to 30, you don't have nothing on your pocket, you didn't do anything with your life, you just went out and partied your 20s away when you should have been building your foundation and, earning, learning and earning and just like, getting your bag up, being independent. As much as I'm a queen, I like to be treated like I get treated with that treatment, but then like I also want to be independent. Like I'm not the type of the must type of people, type of girls and stuff. Nah, I just want to do my own thing. And when you find me and you know that this one is a solid one, she can take care of herself. She's been doing her own hair, doing her own, like it will be a bonus. Like if I find somebody who likes enjoy, who enjoys doing that. When you meet the right person, you don't even have to ask for those type of things. Like, they just enjoy when you meet the right man. who just likes providing and being that type of person, like, you know, they will just enjoy doing those things instead of those things feeling forced and sometimes not reciprocated. I don't want a one-sided type of situation. I want, like, you know, a 50, not a type of 50-50, but then you know what I mean. Like, you know, you can also back it up. Like, take him out for dinner, like, you know, get him something nice. Don't be just like that one who's always receiving and not reciprocating anything. I think this video is getting long, so let me just cut it here. This was a short, get, like, you know, life update to give you a perspective of where I'm at with life. Yeah, and that's it, because it's also getting dark outside. So yeah, if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe also, and just, like, you know, share with your family and friends, because it's good for me and also it's good for you. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you on another video. I think it'll be a hair routine, like, you know, Sean Kelly hair routine, but then it's dark. I'll just put the pictures, like, you know, for you all to see the hair. It's given 10/10. So yeah, love you all so much.